USS Arizona is a Tier 6 US Navy standard battleship that is most famous for exploding horribly at Pearl Harbor from a magazine detonation. Luckily, these are rare in World of Warships, which means that she can prove her worth on the Pixel Oceans. And she's worth quite a bit, as Arizona is famed all around for her outstanding guns. She is an old ship, introduced on Independence Day of 2016. But in spite of power creep, Arizona is still a powerful ship that should not be underestimated. She is not the fastest boat though. Built during the era of so-called standard battleships of the US Navy, which were designed for a uniform speed of 21 knots, you can find yourself in the awkward position of not being able to run away from a threat. That is not the only weakness Arizona shares with her tech tree counterpart New Mexico, however. 25mm of plating all around means you will be overmatched by any Tier 8 and most Tier 7 battleships. Specifically, your armor won't stop German 380mm guns and the omnipresent 16-inch or 406mm rifles. In fact, these guns even exist at your own tier thanks to Matsu and West Virginia. And unlike them, your own 14-inch shells will bounce harmlessly off of the 25mm plate that is so common at this tier. At least you shoot quite a number of them. 12 to be exact, putting you on one level with Normandy, Fuso and New Mexico. Coupled with your great accuracy, you are able to locate your shells neatly on superstructures. If needed, you can load your HE, though it's not quite as good as the British or Japanese shells at starting fires. Arizona's main prey though, are broadsiding scrubs. If an enemy cruiser gets too confident, or a battleship underestimates your guns, you are able to slap them harder than a Christian mother slaps her child for buying Puerto Rico with her credit card. You dispense 12 American piercing shells, each weighing more than 2 average Americans, at a range of up to 22 kilometers using the spotter plane. Although, at these ranges, your shell travel time will be considerable. I only advise using it against battleships, since 8 out of 10 cruisers will effortlessly dodge out of the way of your lazy shells. Get a little closer however, and there is little a careless floating citadel can do once you have spotted their broadside. You will frequently entertain your teammates with a nice firework from lower tier cruisers. Even high tier battleships need to be wary of you, especially Russian and Japanese ships, as well as HMS Nelson. Even destroyers are not safe from you, since your great accuracy and the Wargaming approved aim assist on your minimap allow you to slap them for good damage with both HE and AP, even from awkward angles where other BBs may struggle. Just be careful to not get slapped by danger pylons in return. Cue the obligatory torpedo beat intermission. How does one build a good Arizona captain? First, take priority target or preventative maintenance if you don't rely on the targeting information as much as I do. Then, pick up expert marksman and basics of survivability. At tier 4, it is your choice between fire prevention or concealment expert. With a stealth build, your concealment drops below 13 kilometers, making you one of the stealthiest BBs at your tier. Your standard throwaway Iowa captain will suffice. You can take both if you have the points to spare. After your 10 points you are pretty much free to mix and match whatever skills you like. Personally, I would recommend Superintendent, Vigilance, and Adrenaline Rush. Either combination of these skills will work. For your modules, buy Main Armament 1, both survivability mods, and the Special American Artillery Plotting Room modification to boost your range. If you run fire prevention, you can actually afford to give up Damken Mod 2 for the rudder upgrade. This will help you dodge metal fishes and keep your guns on target. In game, you will want to stay at about 10 kilometers to your targets, while keeping enemy battleships further away if up-tiered. Anything that overmatches you usually has bad accuracy, so you are safest at long range, while your stronger allies take the beating for you. At least you are pretty much safe from citadel penetrations, since you have a turtle back and an all or nothing armor scheme. In combination, this offers stupidly good protection for your citadel. Showing broadside carelessly is still not advised, as you will get slapped just as hard with regular pens. When you are the top dog you can be more proactive. You are suddenly able to aggressively tank battleships, since you can now use your armor to bounce shots much more effectively. Cruisers will likewise struggle to set fires on you. Try to find positions where you can apply pressure, but don't let yourself get isolated too much, since your slow speed does not allow you to run away. And remember, sky faggots can still fuck you over, since your air is historically accurate and will rarely kill more than a couple of planes in a squadron. This concludes today's guide on USS Arizona. She is an old ship, and it shows on occasion, but overall I do think she is a fun boat to play, while offering a decent credit output on a budget as a bonus. I'm sorry if this video did not contain as many memes as some people hope, as I'm still learning the fine art of memes and there is not a lot of meme potential in USS Arizona. I tried running a secondary build, but her armor and pitiful secondary range makes this strategy a death sentence. Equipping anything but the artillery plotting room mod will significantly gimp you when facing higher tiers, and I don't recommend it for this reason. But the ship is still a solid choice. If you are looking for a similar experience, New Mexico offers it for free with a slight side of shotgun, while Ismail has straight up better guns in exchange for a vulnerable citadel. But if you have already played either one, and want a fun boat with similar properties, Arizona is your ship. Now go out there and provide cruiser fireworks for your team to enjoy.